You walk away from the conversation, but it doesn't feel over. Part of you is still trying to figure out what just happened. You replay what you said, then you replay what they said. And you keep trying to understand where the conversation started to shift. You may find yourself thinking of better responses, or wondering if you should have explained it differently. But often you are not replaying the argument because you enjoy conflict. You are replaying it because your mind is still looking for clarity. Something about the conversation never fully settled. You may recognize the feeling that the discussion ended, but your mind is still working on it. Some people describe this as a narcissistic communication pattern when it happens repeatedly. Not because every disagreement is narcissistic, but because the conversation starts to center around their perspective while your experience begins to lose space. What this often does is move the conversation away from the issue you were trying to address. Now you are responding to their reactions instead of finishing your original point. If your concern is fully explored, your mind can begin to settle. If the focus keeps shifting, your mind may keep trying to finish the conversation afterward. So the replay begins. You go over what happened. You try to make sense of the shift. You search for the missing clarity. And the conversation continues in your mind. That is why you replay arguments in your head. Not because you are overthinking, but because something about the conversation never felt fully resolved. Anyone can replay a conversation that ended without clarity. Many people respond to this by analyzing every word and trying to find the exact moment things changed. But when understanding never fully forms, your mind may keep returning to the conversation looking for closure. In healthy conflict, both people stay with the issue long enough to understand it. You leave with more clarity, not more mental replay. Replaying the argument can be information, not failure. Recognizing this can bring clarity, because it helps explain why your mind keeps returning to conversations that never felt fully settled. If this helped, put words to your experience, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what's happening and trust yourself again. And when conversations unfold this way, another pattern often begins to form. In the next video, we're going to explain why you start doubting what actually happened and how that pattern can make your own experience feel less certain. Click here to watch.